Miss World 2023 is almost upon us. We can almost taste Miss World because it is so close, and frankly I cannot believe that we're finally here. Can you guys believe that Miss World has only happened once since 2019? That is absolutely mind-blowingly insane, and this year there is no shortage of changes at Miss World because they have released their format, which has prompted me to redo my entire top 40. So there is going to be a top 40 this year that is going to be split into a top 12, and in the top 12 there must be at least 2 women from every region. Now the regions at Miss World are as follows. So you have the Americas, of course, which includes the Caribbean, South America, North America. You have Asia and Oceania, which includes the entirety of Asia as well as New Zealand and Australia. And then you have Africa, of course, as well as Europe. So those are the 4 regions, and in the top 12 it is stipulated that there must be at least 2 women from each region. But that is not all. The top 12 will then be split into a top 8. In the top 8 there must also be 2 women from each region. Now this is absolute insanity. Last but not least, from a top 8 they're gonna go over to a top 4 where, get this, in the top 4 there must be 1 woman representing each region. Now I know a lot of people may not appreciate this, they may not like this forced inclusivity. I, for one, if I'm being completely honest, I don't mind it. I know a lot of people will argue that, for example, if there are 4 women from the Asian countries, from the Asian region that deserve to be in the top 4, then those 4 women should be in the top 4, regardless of the fact that they all come from the same region. I do understand that, but I know that placements are important, and that this forced inclusivity with the regions are going to compromise a lot of women's ability to place as high as they would have perhaps done if this region thing wasn't in the works. But at the very least, I feel like at least then more regions are going to feel included. So I think it is a bit of a 50-50 split for me personally as well, because I do think that there are a lot of women who may have gotten into the top 12 and into the top 8 and into the top 4 if it wasn't for this regional rule that Miss World is implementing. But on the bright side, I do love the inclusivity of it, even though it is forced inclusivity. I don't have a solid opinion about what I think about this regional thing yet. All I can say is that I don't completely hate it, if you understand what I mean. But I did draw up my entire top 40 prediction before the new regional format was released, and so I had to go and take a hard look at my top 40 and rewrite it a bit. Luckily, all of the regions were split quite equally across my top 40, which was a relief to me. I didn't have any region overrepresented, which tends to happen sometimes, but luckily this year at Miss World the competition is spread out pretty equally across the regions, so I don't think that there are going to be many people who have issues when it comes to that. So let me get started with my top 40. I'm going to go rapid fire from number 40 until number 13, and then we're going to get into a bit more detail when it comes to my top 13, or my top 12 rather. So at number 40 I have Croatia, who got into the top 40 via the sport challenge. Now I don't know about you guys, but I firmly believe that the women who win the sport challenge and the talent competition should not get automatic entry into the top 40. I can completely understand the head-to-head challenge and the Beauty with a Purpose challenge, which Beauty with a Purpose winners haven't been revealed yet at the time of me making this video, but I completely understand the head-to-head winners getting into the top 40, as well as the top model winner, to be honest with you. But the sport winner and the talent winner, I don't think that that person should get automatic entry into the top 40. At number 39, I have Denmark. At number 38, I have El Salvador. At number 37, I have Tunisia, who won the talent competition through singing. At number 36, I have Norway. At number 35, I have Sierra Leone. At number 34, I have Martinique, who of course won the top model competition. At number 33, I have Bangladesh. At number 32, I have Australia. At number 31, I have Portugal. At number 30, I have Jamaica. At number 29, I have Serbia. At number 28, I have Germany. At number 27, I have Gibraltar. At number 26, I have Slovakia. At number 25, I have Cote d'Ivoire. At number 24, I have Nicaragua. At number 23, I have Malaysia. At number 22, I have my countrywoman, Tarina Boetas from Thailand, who is of course also half South African. At number 21, I have the United States. At number 20, I have Colombia. At number 19, I have Brazil. And Brazil was actually in the top 10 for the Beauty with a Purpose challenge last I checked, and also in the top 25 for the head-to-head challenge. At number 18, I have Zimbabwe, who of course gained access to the top 40 through the head-to-head challenge. She was in the top 5. At number 17, I have Nigeria, who also, similarly to Zimbabwe, was in the top 5 for the head-to-head challenge, which is how she gained entry into the top 40. At number 16, I have Nepal, who is top 10 of the Beauty with a Purpose challenge, as well as top 25 for the head-to-head challenge. At number 15, I have Lebanon, who also gained access to the top 40 at Miss World this year through placing in the top 5 of the head-to-head challenge. At number 14, I have Trinidad and Tobago, who is top 10 in the Beauty with a Purpose challenge, as well as top 25 in the head-to-head challenge. At number 13, I have Indonesia, who also is top 10 for the Beauty with a Purpose challenge and top 25 for the head-to-head challenge. Getting into my top 12 now, you guys know that there should be 2 representatives from each region in my top 12, so I did stick by that. And at number 12, I have the Philippines. Gwendolyne Fourniol, who is just very, very charismatic. I love her. She has that Filipina sort of charisma that they all have, obviously immaculately trained. At number 11, I have Vietnam, who you guys know I fell in love with at the introduction ceremony. My Fyong, she is just incredible and beautiful and stunning and just absolutely magnetic. At number 10, I have Guyana, Andrea King, who honestly, she just has queen energy. It is just no surprise that her surname is King, because she has the regality of absolute royalty. I adore this woman. At number 9, I have France, Clemence Botino. Of course, we know her, we love her. She was in the top 10 at Miss Universe 2021. And stepping into my top 8 now, which you guys know must still contain 2 women from each region. I have at number 8 right now South Africa's Claude Mashego. Now, Claude is actually the first South African representative at Miss World who is not associated or affiliated in any way with the Miss South Africa organization, but rather she was selected by the new Miss World South Africa organization. So I do wish her the best. I do think that when it comes to the African region, she might be, you know, one of the 2 strong women to get into the top 8. We'll discuss the other one later. At number 7, I have Puerto Rico, Elena Rivera. You guys know I love her. I love her confidence. There's just something about her. She is so magnetic. At number 6, I have a fan favorite, the Czech Republic, Pyzskova, who was in the top 10 for the Beauty with a Purpose challenge. You know, she is much loved. At number 5, I have Turkiye, Nursena Say, who you guys know I just adore. She was also in the top 10 for the Beauty with a Purpose challenge. Not to mention, she was also the first runner-up at the top model competition. Lastly, getting into serious business now, my top 4, which you guys know should contain at least 1 woman from each of the 4 regions at Miss World this year. So starting off with number 4, I have Mexico. Mexico is of course represented by Alejandra Diaz, who you guys might know was Miss Globe 2019. You guys know I don't necessarily see Miss Globe as a major international pageant. In fact, I don't follow it at all, but I have always said the fact that she has already won an international title and so long ago does bode well for her chances at Miss World this year. At number 3, I have the host country, India's Sini Shetty, who is just incredible. She has that host country glow, that host country confidence. I just love everything I've been seeing from Sini, and honestly, even if India wasn't the host country this year, I do firmly believe that India would still have gotten into the top 4 regardless. She was also in the top 25 for the head-to-head challenge. And finally, guys, for my first runner-up, I have my neighboring country, Botswana. Oh my gosh, this girl has absolutely been killing it at Miss World Lesego Chhombo. She is incredible. She was in the top 5 of the head-to-head challenge. She was in the top 4 for the top model competition, and she was in the top 10 for the Beauty with a Purpose challenge. Is there anything this woman cannot do? I am absolutely obsessed. Lastly, guys, my winner for Miss World 2023 so far is England's Jessica Gagen. Now, Jessica also got into the top 40 at Miss World this year through the head-to-head challenge, which she was in the top 5 of. What I really love about Jessica is that she is an aerospace engineering graduate. She is extremely intelligent and not to mention entertaining. One of the things that she has been doing, which I absolutely love, her social medias is chock full of her personality as she explains these highly complicated sciencey things. Now, I've said this before, I'll say it again, I am not a science girly. Like, I'm all for women in STEM, I'm just not going to be one of them, and that's just been something that I've had to accept throughout my nearly 30 years on this earth. And so Jessica has been such a breath of fresh air for me. You know, she disregards entirely the fact that she comes from a smaller pageant country, and she puts her best foot forward and does her best. I do have a lot of high hopes for England at Miss World this year, and if I'm proven wrong, I'm proven wrong. But honestly, there are so many incredible women. If Botswana wins, guys, I will lose it. I will lose it. I will just... woo! I will be so happy. In matter of fact, I might go over to Botswana for her homecoming because it's just there for me. So I might do that. If Botswana wins, guys, insanity. So let me know what you guys think about this year's Miss World competition, the new format, all of that. I would love to know. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.